Peace and welcome. I am Nine and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Nine at YouTube. If you haven't already, hit subscribe. Hit subscribe for me. If you haven't already, hit like. And drop comments to become part of the video. I always say this because I mean it. You drop your comments pertaining to what's going on in the video. Keep it positive. Drop your comments, dialogue with me, and become part of the video. So in this video, I want to tap into the woman being on top, at the top of everything, to her being tricked and duped out of her position through scripture, through religion, to her getting back on top and her empowering herself. And the man empowering himself and they powering each other up. So, I'm going to get into the religious teachings of Adam and Eve. Eve representing the feminine, representing the woman. Adam representing the masculine, representing the man. And then we're going to get into the tree of life and what represents that symbolically. So like the forbidden fruit, we're going to get into that. We're going to get into the first sin committed, quote unquote. Eve representing the woman, enticing the man to bite the forbidden fruit, the feminine enticing the masculine to bite the forbidden fruit, which went against, quote unquote, God's command. And we'll also get into temptation of the man being tempted to disobey God, quote unquote, because of the woman. In this video, I'll get into how the woman, from the story of the tree of life, was stripped from her position in society and humanity through religion, which comes from the book of Genesis 2:16 through 17 and Genesis 3:3. So write that down. Like I said, Genesis 2:16 through 17 and Genesis 3:3. I like to come with receipts, so that's what that is. So you can go look into the Bible, to the scriptures, and see where I'm coming from. That this verse was beaten into the woman's conscious, subconscious, the mind, the brain, the intuition. Like, through scriptures, her knowledge of self was basically stripped from this verse. I'm going to just quote a few words from it. I will greatly multiply your pain in childbearing. In pain you shall bring forth children. Yet your desires shall be for your husband, and he shall rule over you. And to Adam he said, because you have listened to the voice of your wife, and have eaten of the tree of which I commanded you, you shall not eat of. Curse is the ground because of you. And so forth and so forth. So it says, because of Eve listening to what was the serpent or whatever, for Eve listening to the serpent being able to entice Adam to bite the fruit that was forbidden in some garden, in the garden, I ain't gonna say some garden, in the Garden of Eden was the tree of knowledge, which was there. The tree of knowledge, of knowing, of wisdom is there, but we can't touch it. So, in scripture, we were supposed to be dumb. Supposed to be walking around dumb, and we got punished for getting to the light. You feel what I'm saying? So basically the woman have her period, have pain carrying the child, have pain bearing the child, and all the things that come with motherhood supposed to be a punishment was for tempting Adam to bite the fruit, and Adam's getting this punishment for letting her. So that's what the scripture says. So this stops the woman from elevating, because it also says in scripture that what it says, yet your desire shall be for your husband, and he shall rule over you. So this I don't know, for years, maybe a few hundred years, kept the woman from elevating back to where she was already, which was at the top. So this scripture, which was passed through Christianity, through every house and every other religion, the Abrahamic religions, was passed through home and houses for and studied and obeyed by. So this stopped the woman from doing anything but being barefooted and having children, not even being able to use her mind until the women got together and fought for some kind of rights. But hold on, let me take a brief break. So let's get into it. So this same story was written and told already some 3,000 years prior, except it wasn't literal. It was symbolic. Eve, which represents the feminine, picking the fruit and giving it to Adam, represents symbolically from the inner egotistic mind, extending wisdom to the physical focused egoic mind. Egotistical definition: excessively conceited or absorbed in oneself. Self-centered. Egoic mind definition: the chatter and everything outside of pure consciousness will attempt to sabotage you of peace and rob you of the moment, because over the millennia, the ego mind took on too much control. The ego was meant to cue you to run when being chased by a lion, or to tell you to take your hand off a hot stove. Rewind.